The village of Stony Brook is a decent-sized farming village, well positioned on the road to a major port city. Generally quiet and peaceful, the worst Stony Brook has to deal with is the occasional bandits or wandering monster. The village militia was usually enough to keep them at bay until proper guards could be summoned. However, no one expected the group of pilgrims to be cultists, worshipping a vile demon. No one predicted that a number of the village's youth, just coming into adulthood, would be kidnapped as sacrifices. But that is what happened, leaving a horrified and scared village desperately calling for heroes. And they came. A band of adventurers answered the call, led by a mighty warrior. After only a few questions at Stony Brook, they set out to rescue the poor lads and lasses. With their skill and prowess, it did not take long before they were hot on the trail. Swiftly they pursued until at last they found the cult's foul lair. Fiercely they battled their way through the masses of fanatics to reach the main ritual chamber, where they confronted the leader. But he was not alone. Already he had spilled the blood of innocents on the altar, and the glowing visage of his dread master loomed over them all. These stalwart adventurers would not be swayed, however, and charged forward defiantly, and, after a hard-fought battle, they won, but not without a cost. The demon could not manifest his full strength, but it was enough to curse the heroes, a swift consumption that would see them dead within minutes of their victory. Knowing their fate, they rushed to find the missing villagers, for the leader was dead and his master defeated and cast back into the abyss. Many cultists still remained to endanger their lives. Little time left, they found the cages and unlocked them. The wizard, with the last of his power, cast a spell upon their gear. Take it. Take up our accoutrement and let our spirits guide you. It is the only way out. Now you, the few surviving kidnapped villagers, must take up the gear of your rescuers and save yourselves. Good luck.
It's very dark in here. Hello?
Oh, wash your hands, Gary.
So you've been stuck in here for many days. You think, the last you recall, some remember weird chanting, others felt a blow to the back of the head.
It's been 2 whole days since that Gary flogged me. I can still feel it.
Have you any count of the days?
In the time you've been here, there's no sunlight. There is no way to know the passage of time. Even the little sustenance that they provided you is inadequate or so random that you have no way to tell how much time has passed. You are stuck, as it were. Several of your compatriots have been dragged off. You're not sure where they went, but you have not seen them in some time, and they have never returned. In fact, Wirt, you heard, drug off only a few minutes before the arrival of the heroes.
Danik, do you have a count of the days?
Mate, I have trouble sometimes with the days when we're not deep underground with no sun.
Fair. I'll pat him on the shoulder. Fair. Are you injured?
Look, I can't stay here much longer. I'm going to be a guard.
Who is that? Who's that talking?
It's Gary.
Hello?
It's Greg, Gary. It's Greg.
Oh, it's Lordran down here.
Oh, all right, Lordran.
It's cold. Does anyone have a torch?
Afraid not, mate.
Damn.
Hold yourself together.
I haven't seen light in I don't know how long. It's breaking me.
Well, from outside your cells, there is a dim glow. Going to the bars and pressing your face, you can see that there are very dim oil lamps built into the wall. Basically bowls with oil and just a small wick put into them.
I'd be pressing my face against the bars. The light. This light. How are you all composing yourself so well?
Oh, there's like a
Do
couple
not
of the girls are
understand.
crying.
Hey, I don't know what makes you think I'm composed. Sobbing over a while ago.
How are you doing? Anyway, sorry.
Well, I haven't had a drink in a while. Sobriety is not doing me any favors.
Alcohol. That's what you're worried. By the gods, we're doomed.
Well, it's the alcohol, or I start focusing on the deep, abiding terror of having been kidnapped by a bunch of cultists for who knows what. So I'm going to worry about the alcohol for the moment.
You know
I agree.
that's a fair point. Hello? Someone else? It's
Hello, Chris.
Lordrin.
The game, you would know that,
Is that Bryn?
honestly. Okay, sorry.
It's Bryn. And, I
How
think
are you
that's
holding
most...
up, friend?
Oh? Better than you, apparently.
Hey. I don't do well in the darkness. There's always been light around me for as long as I can remember.
Well, then take this as a growing experience.
It's
Don't things need light to grow?
difficult. I've never been kidnapped by a cult before.
And
First time for
Well,
everything.
it's a learning experience
I'm not
for
gonna
all
lie.
of us.
It's kind of weighing on me psychologically a bit.
Well,
Funny, I was
let
going to
that-
say I had.
Let that weight turn into anger, and when we get out here, start killing people.
I mean, I'm not certain homicidal rage is quite the answer too, but coping is everyone's unique journey, I think.
And I think in
mushrooms.
this... that's been one, but I think in this way, homicidal rage
Alcohol.
is perfect. Another good point, but again,
To be
I
fair,
think
it
this
is
is perfect
justified.
opportunity.
You were taken
Yes.
from your home. I mean, we didn't kidnap them. I don't understand why we deserve this. I didn't do anything. So, Greg, you're joining the city guard next summer, huh? That's prestigious. Maybe you could work your way through the ranks, become a royal guard.
That's right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be a god.
Is there anyone else?
So you do actually hear a few people, like I said, crying quietly.
Try to do a little mental head count if I could recognize them.
So Julia Thread is here. Greg is across from you. Tom Carpenter is in the corner trying to nap unsuccessfully. Get the feeling he's kind of just like, well, I can't do anything else.
Right, just trying to sleep it off. That probably would be my real move.
So it's hard to tell because there is quite a distance, but obviously you heard somebody say mushrooms from one of the other cells. Brent, you recognized it as Inya, the local village healer's acolyte.
Good, not everyone's dead.
You don't worry. When Greg's a god, I'm gonna make them all pay.
Hopefully you'll make them pay a little sooner than that.
We have to
I'm
get
working
out of
as
here
hard as
first.
I can. Come on, man.
I'm hearing a lot of crying and whining, complaining. One man is weeping like one of the women. I'm a little worried about our chances for success, if I'm honest.
Yes, it does seem bleak, doesn't it, Gary?
Yes, it does, says the guard. This is terrible. I'll be over here in the corner whenever they decide to feed us again.
This is rather concerning. Father will be most displeased. I had 12 more buckets of charcoal to make for him by the end of the week. Oh,
You
I'll not
actually
hear
hear
the
kind
ends
of
of
a
it.
you hear a bitter laughter from farther down the hall. My father isn't even going to care. He's only got 6 more brats to help with the baking.
Loretta, I'm sure he misses you quite dearly. Your other sisters, Bernice and Bernadette, are no more special than you are. Now calm down. Everything's going to be okay.
Besides, you make the best croissants. Don't miss
It's
that.
Addie. You bloke. Never.
Sorry, you sounded like her. It's dark. Like I said, I haven't. It's the dark.
Just don't talk to me. Oh, come on, dear. He's not so bad. At least it's not that Danik
say
fella
so.
trying to cop a feel again.
Seems you have quite the reputation, Danig.
Oh, yeah?
Bit, frisky, are we?
You do know me, yes?
I mean, I've seldomly had times to go to the bar. Quite busy being a charcoal burner's son, after all. I mean, no offense
Usually
intended.
elbow
I'm sure
deep in
running
you
a
guys'
bar is
filth.
quite busy. I just mean I don't have time to stop in town is all.
I'm usually elbow deep in everyone's filth, and I try not to complain as much as all of you are. At the moment, I'm finding it hard to sympathize. Forgive me.
Another
Ah,
bitter chuckle.
Brent's here too.
Greg starts counting as he's doing sit-ups.
Christ, man, give it a rest. Save your strength. Maybe we have to run.
God's bless, the man gets one opportunity to get away from the stinky tannery and you're gonna sweat by the
Listen.
man. Jesus.
Listen, Gary.
You really
pass
are
time
cruel.
Away, and I'll pass time my way. 8.
Whatever.
Gary? What?
He calls everyone
None of us can
Gary.
see one another. Does it really matter who you call me? I don't think so.
You're all Gary to me.
Who is
That's
Gary?
fucking terrifying. Considering you're supposed to be a guard one day. Can't identify
shit.
people.
I take it so personally. 20. Finishes and stands up.
If I didn't know any better, I'd say you might have had a hand in this. Sits down in my cell.
Whoa now. That's...
Hand in this.
It's a bit heavy.
Look. I want to be a guard. Just because I call you whatever don't mean nothing.
Were they Greg too?
No, I think they're Gary.
I'm Greg.
Gary, Greg, whatever.
Man's terrified. Can't keep anything straight. Glenn, Gary, Glenn Ross. Doesn't matter.
Barnabas for all I care. Who's the gentleman in the cell with me? Is that
Okay.
is that an NPC?
That is Tom Carpenter, the one who's trying to sleep.
What? Oh. Am I being loud?
Yes.
Well, you're not being quiet.
Greg is chuckling a little bit.
All right. So you're all talking. You figured out a few of the other people. Julia, Miriam, and Cerise are also here. And there's a commotion. Not really sure what's going on. But this group of people come running in, and they're not dressed like the cultists have been. And they meet the cultist coming back from the right. They come rushing in from the left. They meet the cultist that was coming back from the right and kill him. And a couple of them go along. They strip the keys off of him and are going along and unlocking the cells. And that's when they tell you that, quick, you must take our stuff. And you can literally see them aging before your eyes.
Oh.
Horrible.
Holy shit, Gary. Holy shit.
I will gingerly grab whatever is offered with 2 fingers, avoiding touching them at all costs.
Even as you take the gear, the guy, in your case, she, despite currently looking to be about 70, she's obviously was quite an attractive woman. And as she hands you a dagger and something else, she crumbles to dust as she gives you a wink and a smile.
Oh,
And then she's gone, and it's just the gear left behind.
nothing. No part of her.
No, there is nothing of the person left. But you feel this caress on your cheek.
Damn.
I will weep.
I grab the stuff from my guy and we cover his back because he looks like he's pretty bad off in case there's other cultists coming.
So this guy thrusts his longbow, almost hits you in the chest with it, and just gives you a nod. he fades away.
Thank you.
Greg is kind of like, he's got his back up against the wall in his room. He's kind of freaking out. He's just watching this guy age before him, whoever it is.
Well then.
Ooh,
All right, if you have weapons, let's go.
what's going on? What?
Wiping snot and tears from my eyes. It's a good thing that wasn't sad at all.
Man in armor, sword, and shield stumbles in. He's looking between the two of you, and he just kind of like thrusts the sword hilt first at you as he's holding a reverse grip, and he's like, "There's no time for fear. You must stand firm."
You hear that, charcoal burner?
Greg will like wipe his
I'm
nose,
peering out the gate. What?
Stand up.
What's
Say,
going on?
"You all right, sir? When duty calls."
Sounds
Walk over
exciting.
As
And
proudly
dramatic.
as he can, and grab the hilt.
And he crumbles away to dust.
Yeah, and he starts
armor
picking
and shield
up his
clanging to the
armor.
ground.
Starts going through his stuff with the sword, making sure like.
This one comes to you, Lorden, leaning on a staff, dressed in green and leather, and just leans forward, leaning on the staff and leaning into you, and
Dear maiden.
and whispers. It's just a long-haired dude, but he whispers in your ear, "Burn the rot."
Back stiff and straight. I know.
Danig. Guy comes up to you, and he's like, he said, "Play me a song, eh?" And he
Alright then.
literally, like, he's holding out the lute in his hands, and he leans forward and literally collapses against you in just a pile of gear, and there's nothing of him left. Others hand off their gear to a few of the other people who are standing around like,
Greg's got most of his armor on by now.
Oh my. Well, this is strange.
What? What is it?
So Julia comes down and she's looking in the different rooms, and she's glowing brightly.
I see. You're glowing.
Yes.
How are you doing that?
I'm not really sure.
What do you see on?
I am going to light a torch.
Like, this is very... And I reach out and poke the rapier with my free hand, and it's glowing. At a game, I cast light on it. Like, what the...
Going too.
Well, alrighty then. I'm sure someone somewhere can come up with a perfectly reasonable explanation for this. I'm not really worried about that at the moment.
I was going to say, I don't think we're going to get an explanation standing here in the dark.
No.
No.
So, who's up for getting out of here?
I, for one,
Exactly.
won't be leading the way, but I will follow any who has, I don't know, large sword
Greg
and
picks up
shield.
the shield. Greg picks up his shield. And he's like, "That's me. I'm up front. Leave it to me." And he braces his sword in one hand, shield on front with the other, ready to fulfill his role as a guard.
And which way did they come running from when they gave us their gear? Was it from the left or the right?
They came from the left.
All right.
So are we? Is that the only way out? I guess.
You don't know. You woke up in the
don't know.
cells.
Okay, so we need to get this room lit up. All right, first things first. Find any torches on the wall. Let's get them lit.
Or not. Let's just get out of here.
Which way's out then?
We're not raiding the place. We're escaping.
All right. Well, they came from that way.
And
Is
let's
that
go
where we
that
want
way.
to go? All right.
They came from. No
don't-
offense, but I have no desire to run into whatever the hell did that
You both.
to
You
people
both
who
agree.
are obviously a lot more experienced at this whole venturing thing than us. So I vote we go right. And I start moving that direction. Like, yeah, no.
Has anyone taken stock of the people who have survived?
I did a head count
Guess that's good
based
enough.
off who was sobbing and talking.
I'm looking for Enya. Enya Minder.
I'm here.
She is one of the only people in town that speaks to me. I will ensure that she is good. Are you okay, friend?
I'm. No, not really. I am unharmed, but I am most definitely not okay.
I think you're allowed to not be okay. We've been kidnapped.
Danig, you enter a room and you found Wirt. I don't think he'll be
Oh.
coming with you.
So, step in. So we're going to the left.
What's down there?
Where? Or what's left of
Greg's
what?
just kind of. Greg's posted
Oh,
at the
dear
door right
God.
now, kind of making sure nobody
So
ready for anybody to bust in the room if that's the case, but kind of like
to the left.
protecting the
To the
group
left.
as they gather.
So Miriam looks buff. She's like, all right, you all go ahead. I'll stay here with the other girls till you've cleared a path.
Hi, Miriam. And I'll squeeze her bicep. Oh,
She smacks your hand.
it seems time in the cell here has been good on you.
Apparently, other people just sit up while they're.
I feel like there's a better way to put that.
Hi. But he likes to put his foot in his mouth. Comfortable there.
Come now, Brent. Let's leave the women. As
Are you all ready?
Tally-ho.
Get going.
If you're implying I'm too handsy, and I'll start heading off, bitching.
No, Danig is too handsy. You're leading in bad footsteps. Now come along.
Oh wait, I resemble that remark.
As a
Come.
person is.
Go
From
I think
go
you're
find
a
us
better.
a
believe-
drink.
I believe the word is resent.
No. I know what I said, and I meant what I said.
I
Pop. Keep your feet
sure
moving.
you do.
You enter, go up the stairs, and you enter a small area is lit by a fire burning in a large stone pit. There's a closed door to the north and a set of wide stairs to the west.
Run to the edge of the stairs. That's
I'm
up,
gonna
not
open this
downstairs.
door.
What you see in
We
there?
have steps that go down. I'm not sure down is where we want to go, though.
Thank you. All right, follow me.
But to be fair, I'm not sure.
I'm just gonna go ahead and start going up the stairs.
Okay.
Who knows?
So-
Perhaps you go down to go up. I mean, it's one of those kinds of places. It's kind of
So,
Following
yes,
along.
there is a dead body, dressed in the cultist robes, splayed out on the ground, spatter of blood. Appears to be another one over here. But more disturbingly is the large pools of blood. Strange altar.
I turn to the other men. I don't know if it's right for the women to see all this. Perhaps we all go downstairs.
You're perfectly right. And I walk up to one of the cultists and I put my torch underneath his cloak. You're perfectly right. I begin
Are we
walking
not in the
over to
middle of
other
the
one.
walkway like this?
So now you're embracing the murder. Okay.
What? No, I'm burning them. Burning the dead.
Okay. It's going to take a little while. It's smoldering at the moment.
We're
Can you not
indoors,
bring them and
man.
get out of here?
Disgusting.
No, like literally, I won't take that much time.
Okay. It
That's a
takes time.
burn.
Let's move on. We need to get the girls out of here, and that creates smoke, which can be inhaled and then pass people out. Let's go.
So that's
Right, Jotun.
I'm examining this door.
Okay. It is Plain wooden door. Does not appear to be anything special about it.
Is it a push or a pull?
Pull.
I'm giving it a tug.
Stairs go in either direction, leading to rooms.
There's supplies up here.
Basic food items and water barrels is what it appears to be.
Found the cellar.
What about
Well
down that
done,
way?
Gary.
Shall we look it down the other steps, Vren?
I
Don't know. Found a
Right.
pile of remains.
All right.
And let it remain.
don't know if we should proceed any further that way, mate.
You checking them, or you just
Yes, I am.
either perception or heal?
What's going on?
Come up, see for yourself.
It's a bit crowded in there.
Yeah, I've moved so you can come in.
Just I'm gonna keep my eyes out, make sure ears out, make
And
sure
I
I'm
nat
hearing that
one.
coming.
Oh, that's cool. 6 on my perception.
Okay.
There's
Yeah,
a
it's a
pile of
pile of
bodies down
bones. While some of them still appear to be stained with blood, Vren does not currently hear or see any movement, other than that of his compatriots, who are, on the whole, not terribly quiet.
Right. We're being loud and brash. We have no idea what we're doing.
That's fair. You don't.
Are they all in the closet? Can you all please get out of the closet?
But it's kind of cozy in here.
Yeah, I'm like, let's find another route. Come on, then.
Let's move. All right.
He walks up next to who is this?
Vren?
So I go to the top of the stairs, kind of peek around.
There's kind of whisper up to him like, fine.
There are, looks like stairs on either side of this room. Pair of large burning bowls. And what appears to be an exit into a large chamber over here.
Chaps. I think I found.
Well,
I think I
Your
found one
bowls
further
are
out.
better.
Look, come on. You know, I'm motioning everyone up to join me, and I'm pointing down. So I'm like, looks like it might be a way out.
All right. Okay, we'll line up in order.
Y'all go?
All right. Yeah, move. Let's move. Greg's like, let's stay. It's one.
Okay.
Right.
Fair.
So
Move
this
together.
This leads to a large spiral stone staircase, going both up and down from here. Which direction will you go?
Fuck.
Up.
All right. Current direction is up or down.
Yep.
Up.
Whatever.
I
I
say
start
we-
sneaking around.
Yeah.
I say we do it.
I will hit you. Go up.
Let's have a coin toss. We don't know if we're
I
in a
will-
tower.
I will hit
Does
you.
anyone have a coin?
I will hit you too.
Shit. I reached. Do I have my coin purse?
No.
And I'm on it. Fox! Those dirty bastards robbed me.
And
That's what you're worried about.
Do you know how little Father gives me every month? All
Yeah,
the
yeah,
wood I log back to camp. All the time I spent burning, collecting mud to tend to the fucking charcoal piles. These bastards
Yeah,
don't
you
know
know
how hard
that.
the work is.
Lord.
No, I mean to tell them a piece of my mind and get my coin
Lord.
back. Sit with the women. Are you kidding me?
no, actually, that's good. Go sit with the women.
Lorden, I actually put hands on your shoulder. Deep breath.
Yes.
Deep
Yes.
breath. In.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
You don't
okay.
you do not need to be totally calm because we are in a very bad situation. You feel free to be very, very angry, but focus.
I'm happy the rest of you seem to have money saved away for rainy days such as this, but I'm fucked!
Greg chuckles. We're all broke, mate.
I kind of look a little shifty-eyed. Roy!
Speak for your bloody selves, and I'll walk by everyone, start heading up.
Thank you. Now, rest of you, please move.
Slow
Go.
down there, Gary. No, without me, you know. I'm the one who's going to be God.
Eventually it goes up, and you reach another opening, or the stairs continue up further.
So down, we said, right?
Yeah, he went up.
I smack him.
Oh.
We're continuing up, yeah. Suppose we all move forward then, yeah? Shield, brace in left arm, sword in right hand.
Ow! What's that for?
Alright, so do you
You
stay
sit
on the
down.
stairs and continue up, or are we
Yes, I think we're going to continue.
entering in this room? Okay, so you continue up.
Yeah.
Alright.
Right.
Once more, you pass another... Do you just go all the way to the top, or what are you doing?
So,
I'm working on the assumption that we're underground and we need to go up to get out of here. So I wouldn't stop if there were more stairs.
right.
That's fair.
Well, considering the distance you're moving, being underground seems highly likely. In fact, this place seems very old. Possibly even ancient, like properly ancient.
Yeah. Yes, we're definitely going to continue going up the stairs. And
Alright, so eventually you get to the top, and after a short hallway, you reach a large double door. Perception checks.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'll check out the door.
will D20 be kind to us today?
So
Can
Lord
confirm.
and Vryn and Danig all notice that there is the sound of wind, perhaps even some bird song from the other side of the door. It's very faint, hard to hear, but you appear to be hearing the outside.
So this is our exit?
It appears to be.
Sounds like it.
Ha! Like I said, Vryn. We were supposed to
There
go
you
up.
are. And I'll point at the door. There you are, Lorden. And we're out. And I'll lean up against the door very knowingly, like, of course it's going to open and push.
Right? Yep, Greg will push the other side open.
Strength checks.
Flick flags. 14 plus 4, 18.
Ahead.
I'm trying.
And he's like, oh, come on.
Oh, come on, ass. Look at me.
So you push, and you all push, and though the doors, there's obviously some kind of locking mechanism within the doors.
Quick check. It's not a pull, is it?
I would probably...
Yes.
What?
Really?
Yes.
All right, we're all bothering idiots.
Yeah, Greg kind of smacks his forehead and pulls the door open.
They still don't open, by the way.
They still don't open.
The doors do not
They're
open
locked.
even when you pull.
Do I see a way to unlock them?
There is an opening in the stone to the side. It appears to be missing a piece of mechanism.
Ah,
Are
Heatstone.
you...
I will point it out to everyone.
No, you actually see
We're
like
not getting through here.
gears and stuff behind the stone.
We are trapped.
I will make an attempt. Yeah, I don't think 14 did it.
Nope.
I'm pressing
watching
my
our
ear up
backs.
against the door to hear what I can hear. Does it sound like...
You hear same as before, the sounds of outside. Occasional tweet of a bird and a bit of rustle in the vegetation from the wind.
Well, At the very least, we know where to come when we do whatever it is we haven't done yet. And I'll turn and shove my lockpicks back in place.
Yep.
Lead the way, guard Greg and Vryn.
Oh, right.
So, how far back down are you going?
Let's go inspect this last room at least. Maybe we can find.
I'm like, let's go back to where we started, see if there's anything on that level, I guess.
Do we want to see what's down there? Or up? Yeah, down here.
Well, we've already started on it. Why don't we finish it?
There was that other corridor.
Talking about this.
What about it? It's a pool of blood.
Is it
already,
just a...
Did somebody
quick thing of
inspect it
blood?
already?
Please don't get near anything that might be.
So it appears to be a font. The blood in it is slowly bubbling.
Right?
Oh, that
No.
looks normal.
No, like I said, like, no.
Oh, Gary's had a bad day.
Does that
Yeah.
always do that? Like when
Tanner,
when
is
that
this
much
something you're
blood-
experienced with?
When that much blood leaves the body, does it always do that?
I don't think it's supposed to be bubbling.
No, not with the cultist. So please leave.
And you,
me
Choco,
alone.
yeah, and you, Choco Burner. I don't know what you think we do at the tannery.
I've never stopped by.
I am getting away from the boiling
Yeah,
blood.
Greg is slowly making his way away from the blood and back. To these
For whatever
stairs.
reason, I think that the drunk has the best idea. Let's follow him.
Slow down there a bit, boys. We don't know where we're going.
I don't believe anyone does.
Groups getting apart.
Hey,
Get us all back together.
what's
And I'll
going
just
on?
kind of pause here, like, okay. Oh,
I'll sit down on the
Jim,
bench for
give
a
me a
second.
perception check.
Jim, asking me?
Yep.
20?
Greg's not
Okay,
used to wearing all
so
this
you are
armor.
not
He had to sit
completely
down for a
surprised
second.
when the voice whispers from behind you. Hey, what's going on?
Miriam?
Yep.
I'm like, oh, all right, we have good news and bad news. Good news, we found the exit. An exit. Bad news, there's a mechanism missing, and we're hoping that we can find it. I shrug, I'm like, so, you know,
All right.
one half dozen of the other.
Is there an easy way to get to there?
Yeah, you just
Yes, Rick.
go up, I go up there, turn right, turn left. There's a big staircase. You go up to the top.
All right. I'll take the others and we'll head up there and wait for you at the exit.
Mind the boiling vats of blood, mate.
I think that goes without saying, but thank you for saying.
I haven't seen any vats. What vats?
The small
whatever.
cultist.
Retcon. Pool. Puddle. Giant kiddie
No.
pool.
Right.
Avoid it.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Always wear a smart one.
And she leads the others out.
I was more giving them a landmark. That way they know they're heading the right way.
Well, she saw you come from that direction, so she knows to go that way.
Greg's helping usher them around. He's also still taking a moment on the bench. All this armor's new to him. He's worn out a little bit.
It's actually no, you're not. It's comfortable.
He's pretending. Well, he's pretending like
It's
it's
more
taking a
comfortable than
toll
you
on
would
him.
expect it to be.
Exactly, like this is hard work.
Danig and Lorden, you the room is filled with large stone boxes. Seem to be sealed shut.
Okay.
Some form of sarcophagi, maybe? Brent, you move past them. Large dining hall lit by braziers. Contains a large stone table and matching chairs.
I see 3 vats, large.
The table is
Danik.
stained with old and fresh blood.
I'll motion at the drinks. I don't know if you fancy it's worth it, but there's your drink.
I look at him. No.
Is it the old blood or the new blood? Which is it to turn off?
The blood. All of it.
The presence. The presence of said.
Jim, what is your AC?
My AC at the moment is a 13.
That is exactly what he rolls. As the door opens and a guy in a robe stabs you. Brent, you climb up on top of the table?
Yes. I was gonna try and look on top of the vats, but never got all the way to the end of the table.
All right.
So
Go
I
ahead.
originally started. I got on the table and was kind of nonchalantly walking towards the massive vats of, I can only assume is alcohol. Hopefully it's not blood. I was gonna look up there, potentially see what might be stacked on top, but never got that far.
One got to attack, the other got to move, and that is it for the surprise round. Brent, door opened and
Hi.
2 guys came tumbling out. One of them stabbed Danig. 2 points.
Short sword in one hand. I will draw a dagger and fling it
Quit,
at
Brent. Piss on him.
this guy.
Okay.
22.
Yes.
Haha.
Roll your damage.
3 damage. Eat dagger. Yeah.
And he does, in fact.
A bit much.
How about that one?
I can understand
still
how they
much.
filled up those pools so quickly.
Yeah. He actually, grabs at it and slides back against the wall and falls to the ground.
And I'll shout out, I know their weakness. Pointy things. Yes. They don't like knives.
Vryn.
Can I tell that if the noise is coming from ahead of me still? Because I'm trying to do a full run.
Well, you don't see any sign of them from where you're at.
Okay, I can't make it out by here without stopping. All right, then I will go forward.
Okay.
Friend. Sharp things. They don't like them.
So yeah, you see a dead cultist crumpled on the ground with a knife sticking out of him, and Danig currently clutching at his side where he's bleeding. All right, Danig, it is your turn.
So, swing at the fucker who stabbed me.
Double thinking that drink now, eh?
No, I admit I'm generally not particularly that coordinated once I have a few in me. I don't think a 13 hits.
Yes, it does.
Oh, wow, okay.
Low level problems.
And 6 points of damage.
All right, so you skewer him on your rapier.
Like, what? Just kind of that whole, I can't believe that I just did that.
Okay.
Hop down and reclaim my dagger.
Ah,
Greg
yes.
is
I
sprinting
stroll over and open the other door.
to the commotion to see what he missed.
I cover him since we know there might be a cost.
It's our garden training. Shouldn't he be?
What the
There you
hell
are.
has happened in here?
We were guarding ourselves since we were down a guard.
Apparently, you left me in the other room, Gary. What the fuck?
I light
I
a
remember to do that
torch.
more often.
I walk over to the dead body and kick him.
I cast spark. There seems to be more stairs down this way.
All right. Turns around
This
to the
chamber
front.
is dimly lit. You can see light from both the north and the south end, even if you can't see the source yet. And directly across from you is a glass block that appears to be smeared with blood. Lorden, as you walk into the room, there appears to be a glint of color within the glass itself.
A color?
Glint of gold and red. That is not blood. Like a glitter.
I mean, that's normal, right?
Give me a perception.
Come on, that's
Yeah.
normal, right?
Okay. Yeah, you can't seem to make out what's in there. So now you
Guys, there's something on the other side of this mirror. Bryn,
I mean,
Can you see?
it's totally normal, isn't it?
Bryn, you have better eyes than I. You see
Yeah,
that weird
no
distortion?
one's answering me, so I just keep nervously asking if it's normal. It's normal,
I
right?
mean, no, not really, but
Not entirely, I don't think.
but there's something
Daniel, you
about
okay?
it. Can you see, Bryn? Greg,
Hold on, Daniel.
Looking-
Daniel's not moving. Daniel, are you okay?
I'm looking.
I'm doing a quick like heal check on myself. I'm like, all right,
I got stabbed right here.
came out. Yeah,
I know.
came out to
That's what I
15. I'm just like, just tending to the wound for a moment.
Take your time. I'll get a few steps and cover them. Moving quick though.
Yeah, you don't want an infection. Don't let it get dirty.
Okay. Yeah, Brent, you also in the light see something inside the glass block, reflecting light, a glitter of gold and gems. Perhaps it's hard to tell.
It looks like a coffin. It looks like a coffin from here.
There, like I'll mention that
That's out loud.
something
That looks like a
inside
coffin.
glowing.
I'm going to
Something
investigate
inside
these
glowing.
pillars.
Okay.
I'm gonna say please back away from something that's glowing.
Well, I feel like that's normal.
It's like treasure glow. Surely there's nothing
Well, I
bad
mean, it's
about
like-
gold.
It's like every other giant glass block I've ever seen. You know, glowing in the middle.
Look, there's nothing normal about that, Gary. I'm stand back at me.
What are you trying to see there, Brent?
I'm trying to see if actually is glowing, like is it internal. So I'm moving closer.
As
And
you
like-
move closer, you see that the light shifts and changes based on how other people are moving. So no, it's reflecting light from other sources.
Okay.
It is not glowing on its own. Lorden, these pillars appear to just be stone supports, decorated in strange symmetrical designs, but nothing of particular obvious significance.
Okay, I have Nope now in the room. That's an altar. We should get out of here. This is not going to be a good place to exit.
But what's it gonna alter? It's not gonna alter any of us.
No, like a god's altar, you idiot.
I
A
wouldn't
mirror.
know. I'll come over and look at the table.
Okay.
Any
Yes,
drinks?
go toward the altar.
Greg
So-
shakes his head, breaks his stare from the mirror, and starts moving on.
Does what from the mirror?
I touch the mirror.
So he shakes his head, breaks his stare from the mirror, and starts walking away.
Well, it's not a mirror. It's a glass block.
Glass block, sorry.
Yeah.
Glass
I
block.
touch the glass block.
So as Greg jumps on
Is it
top
cold?
of Danik somehow,
If you touch it, I will hurt you.
it is in fact cold. It feels like glass up until it flows up around your hands and a thrum fills the room.
I said don't touch the glass.
I need
And
a
he's-
What
reflex
have
he's
you
save.
touching
done,
the-
Gary?
Ah,
I need a
What
reflex
have you
save.
done, Gary?
Lorden.
Don't fuck me.
Yep. So your hand is currently trapped. You are unable to remove it as the glasses float around it.
you can't pull your head free.
Uh, well,
Okay, so
this is a problem.
Of course, and I'll draw my sword.
Yeah. So the doors.
No,
'cause what
no,
happens is
no.
Yeah.
the thrumming is an alarm spell, and the
Right.
cultists rush
Right,
out,
Brent.
see you guys, and well, it's initiatives again. Brent, door
Oh,
opens,
I
and a
need to
guy
one more.
comes running out at you, waving a knife angrily, screaming about blood for the blood god.
Brace yourself, lad.
Yeah. No need for all that. I'll just stab him nonchalantly.
Attack roll.
Okay, so I don't succeed at it.
You might want to
I sent it.
unsheath your sword.
You stab at him, but it hits only the cloth of his robes. This guy's going to.
So try harder is what you're saying.
He comes out. He's going to try and attack Greg, who handily,
How about you, Mike?
without even a thought, Greg, you just bat his attack aside with your shield. Like it's natural.
All
Because
right.
it was easy. It was fun.
Oh,
All
Danny.
right, Gary, come to play, did you?
Danig, another man is trying to perforate you.
Oi, oi! Already did that. Already had that once. No, thank you. No, thank you. 16.
16 succeeds.
5 points of damage.
Alright, so your rapier swipes out and cuts him, scoring across, cutting a deep gash through his robes and flesh. But he remains upright.
ah. Less squishy than the others. The leaders! We found their leaders.
That's a nice thought.
Brent, this guy
Or not.
tries to hit you, but fails about as spectacularly as you did. Not quite. He didn't feel quite as bad, but he still fails.
Right, well, I'll look at him and just, shall we try again?
Ooh. Like, he's honestly outright just confused at this whole, like, what?
Shall we try again?
Friend,
And I'll
it is your
kind
turn.
of motion. I'll motion at the area between us. Like, here you go. Space, my friend.
5-foot step. And can I shoot the one that's attacking Denning?
Yes.
All right, I would attack that guy.
So, you fire, and he is very dead. Literally, like, the arrow hits him so hard he just goes flying back into the far wall. Lorden! You can attempt to wriggle free or overburden it, or try and do something with your other hand that is holding the torch. Or actually, I'm guessing it's probably the hand holding the torch that's caught, because your other hand would be holding the staff.
Yeah. I guess I'll try to pull it out.
So are you using Escape Artist or Strength?
I guess just strength, since I don't have Escape Artist.
Okay, give me a Strength check. All right, you yank your hand free, and when your hand is out, the glass smooths back out, and the thrumming fades away. You still have a move action left.
Can I attack at all, or no?
No, that was a standard action.
Then I will, Ha! You're the one who's trapped.
This guy is going to just try and stab at you since you ran up and blocked where he was getting ready to go.
And sneered in his face.
16 to attack you. 3 points of damage. Greg?
So, Greg, still in his high state of fun, is huge smile on his face, comes slashing across the cultist with his sword.
All right. And while you cut only cloth, as the cultist frantically bows himself around your blade, sucks in his gut and arcs his back to pull away. Do you wish to take any move action?
Yeah, I'll take a step back.
Okay, that's a 5-foot step is for you. Moving back towards Lorden, or are you moving up towards? Okay.
Yeah, back to.
You know what, Danig, you got this. You're good. Brent.
I will attempt my my finest duelist pose. Nod at him as I attempt my second stab at him, and I'm going over to clickety clacks now.
Danig, this guy sneers at you and stabs powerfully. 12.
Does not hit.
Yep. Stabs powerfully and wide.
Right. So I look at him. Counterpoint. 18.
Mm-hmm.
And 5 points damage.
So he grunts, but he's just like, he looks at you like, I'm gonna kill you. But there's a bit of blood trickling out of the corner of his mouth, giving lie to his words.
And my response is, well, you might try, but I believe you're about to have an arrow.
Brent, your partner in this dance of death, fails again with a total of 11.
Yeah, and I'll nod at him. Don't worry, I'm not doing so well either.
He's gonna kind of edge down so that his buddy can get out. Vren.
As he does that, I'll call him a cheat. I'll be like, oh, you cheat.
Yeah, I take do the shot that Denigan called about.
Yeah, he's very dead. He had one more hit point, and you just hit him for 8, so...
Take that, Gary.
Lorden, it is your turn.
I do appreciate the fact that everyone is Gary. This is great. I love it.
And I was about to say, noting that, I look at him. Don't you ever fucking call me Gary again. And I look at the cultist in front of me in the doorway, and I grab him with burning hands. Burn!
It's what you get for cheating.
So this burnt, crispy... So, Brent, there's suddenly just a sheet of flame in front of you. That guy's gone. This guy, whether because he had protection from the doorway or however he managed it, is still alive.
He can't be happy.
Oh, no. He is quite unhappy as he flings himself bodily at Lorden, trying to stab him repeatedly. And yet fails completely.
I'm very wide-eyed, staring, mouth agape, staring at charcoal burner.
Greg?
I will definitely charge him with my shield.
Put him out, man. Put him out.
You're just gonna shield bash him?
Shield bash. Damn.
So you thrust your shield at him, and it maybe even hits him, but it doesn't really hit hard enough to do anything.
Doesn't really affect him. Yeah.
Brent, would you like to put the crispy critter down? Because he's a bit crisper on the edges.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and put you out of your misery there. Flames looked a bit painful. Does an 18 hit?
Yes.
4 damage.
And that is enough to finish him off.
Short sword. And I'll apologize to him. Sorry. As I kind of push him off the end of my sword.
Danig, what are you going to do?
Are all the enemies dead?
Yeah, you don't see anyone else.
Okay, so what was on the table?
The table has some strange alchemical formula and some papers, as well as 3 bottles of unknown liquid. Go ahead and roll your alchemy.
Yeah, trying to 25.
So the alchemical notes on the formula match what you guess is in one of the bottles, and is apparently something to bypass the trap on the glass table. The other 2 items are apparently not alchemical in nature. And now I need everyone to make a will save.
Oh no!
18 for me.
Okay?
24 for Lordran.
Nat 20
Damn it.
for Brent.
I will go.
18 for Danig. For Danig.
Alright, so Vren is the only one who
Damn it.
suddenly just kind of slumps to the ground, snoring.
Vren,
Sleeping on the job, mate.
I'm turning. What? And I see
can
the
someone
guy.
wake him up? It's who
Another
the fuck are
enemy!
you?
You all right, Gary?
Blood and rot.
Shake.
You know, it's scary because you were killing Gary on the floor just a minute ago, and now you're concerned about this. You know what? I'm not going to point it out. Who are you? As I turn to the
Well,
hooded
that's
figure.
Gary, obviously. Look,
You're not helping the man in his delusions. And I'm kind of laughing despite the fact that we're potentially in life-threatening danger.
Look, Gary's boys are over there on the ground, and this is Gary, all right? Now, calm down.
friend of yours?
No. Definitely.
Listen, Gary, if you could just tell us how to get out of the big door up top, that would be most helpful.
There is no escape. Blood for the blood.
Sure there is.
god.
It's a door.
I'm not so sure his name's Gary.
Brent.
This looks like a job for the crossbow. I will draw and load my crossbow.
All right. That is actually going to be your whole turn.
That's all of me.
Yep.
Yeah, that's all of me.
Danig.
No way I'm getting all up in Greg's face. Or Gary, or whatever.
Don't much care for the way he's moving.
Yeah, I'm not getting up in Gary's face.
Well, I am.
No, drunken. R.I.P., mate.
I hope a 19 hits.
It does.
This die is very consistent. 5 points of damage.
So you slash at him. There's a small spatter of blood, but he seems unfazed.
I think that's a bazinga.
Dinaranisha. I need another will save from you.
22.
All right. So for just this moment, you feel this deep, deep dread settling into you. Like, you know, the whole fight or flight, yeah, the fight isn't even an option for a brief moment, and then you're just like, no, I'm not. And it passes.
No. Here's my thing. I'm like, oh God, it was like Da was mad at me again.
Brenda's still asleep. Lorden, it is your turn.
And I'll take a 5-foot step right here.
Yep.
I will open my palm. I'll say, Father will be really mad if I'm late again. And I cast Produce Flame, and I throw it at the hooded figure. Does a 15 get him?
It does.
Take 4 points of damage.
So he takes 4 points of damage, and his robes are smoldering. Greg?
Okay, so shield and sword in hand, Greg will run over there to Danig's side and roll an attack. 20 hit.
Yes.
12.
All right, never mind. He was going to step back and unleash a spell on his turn, but he's not going to get the chance because that puts him... He is dead.
Ooh, how does it feel, Gary?
And he crumples to the ground in a spray of blood.
Blood for the blood god and all that.
Does that end the spell on me?
No, you're asleep until somebody wakes you up.
All right.
I rush over to Bryn. Start shaking him.
Quivering from that last kill as I sheath my sword. Ooh, yeah.
Oh, my head. What got me?
No, I think you just fell asleep.
Yeah,
I believe it was a spell of some form.
that makes sense. Fucking magic.
All right now then, are you?
Medical check. No wounds. I'm good.
No, you just slept.
Gordon. You seem
Yes.
to be... You seem to be...
What?
Calling upon magic a bit. You think you can identify what these two are? Holding up the two vials I wasn't able to identify. And, Greg, I need you to stand by and be ready to, break the glass. Let me get at whatever's in there, and I'm hoping it's the mechanism to get us out of here.
My pleasure.
I move over, down the concoction that I'd identified as allowing me to bypass the protection.
You're drinking it?
Actually, no. I would be checking the notes. Are you supposed to put it on you?
You put it on the table.
Ah, okay.
It would have been an interesting fortitude save if you had drank it.
Yeah, interesting. That's a word for it. Okay, so I pour it on. Does it just dissolve?
You pour it on, and the table seems to soak it in.
Okay. This is me following directions.
At this point, along the edge, you can see a latch, which you don't think was there before, or at least it wasn't visible before.
Flip the latch.
Mm-hmm.
Open it up.
Top swings open. Inside are a dagger, like an ornamental jeweled dagger, and a golden goblet with jewel gems studded around the edges.
Well, those are lovely, but not what we're looking for.
Both of which have bloodstains on them.
Of course. No, toss them in a bag. Let's move on. And Ray, I understand the sarcasm, my friend, but we're in the middle of their stronghold. I'm more concerned that he might accidentally draw his attention.
Yeah.
Like I said, I get the sarcasm. It's just, it's not go poking things. Well, okay, we're going to have to poke things, but you know what I mean.
How long do I need to stand here?
Lorden. All
And I'll
right.
use detect magic.
All right. So you have identified one of the bottles as an oil of magic weapon. It can be applied to a weapon to give it a temporary bonus to attack and damage. The other is an oil of hold portal. You can smear it on a door, and it will theoretically not allow the door to open.
And I explained to everyone what these are.
Well, I feel like mayhap Greg should be the one with the magic weapon thing, because I kind of waved the rapier around. I feel like I could do something without needing the oil. This is very strange.
I've got no objections to that.
Really let the magic and other stuff kind of really register, and now it is, and I'm going. Okay.
Yeah. Greg has no objections whatsoever. He's just
Yeah, put
nodding
this
up.
on your
He's like,
sword,
yeah,
just
all right.
pop it open like this and just drizzle it on. And it makes it even sharper.
Oh, all right. I like that.
Just don't touch it.
Okay.
Uh,
No problem.
Stab
Pours
Gary
it
with
down
it.
the length of his
Not
sword.
that Gary. Not that Gary.
Don't you worry. I know what Gary stabbed.
I'll check out these doors.
I'm just kind of looking over my kill, kind of proudly. Gary
See.
didn't see that one coming, did he?
Always splits, guys.
Right. Pressing on.
Where?
What you found? Anything good?
I'll tell you in a
Oh.
moment.
The chest is locked, by the way.
Call the locksmith.
I'm right here. Pulls out locks. Lock picks.
Gary, you pick locks as well.
I do, Gary.
Yeah, you don't find any sign of any traps.
Let's give it a whirl.
All right. Yeah. Doesn't take but a few moments, and you have the lock popped open. Within the chest is mostly personal effects, but a pair of potion vials is in here as well.
Personal effects, like literally clothing, things of that nature.
Clothing, trinkets.
You know what? On a whim, I'm going to pocket those trinkets. The clothing I don't care about.
Aldrin, maybe your coin purse is in there.
Dig around looking. Does it look like personal effects? Does it look like Gary's personal effects?
So yes, now that you're examining it, it does not look like these things all belong to the same person. It is a random assortment.
Does anything in here belong to me?
No, but you also don't think you. No, I take it back. There is a small pouch in there that you recognize when you open it because it's got some incense, some fragrant herbs in it.
Okay, then slight retcon. I would not pocket what I believe is the people in town's items, and I will instead call out that I believe these are the people in town's items. or at the very least, ones that were worth anything.
Greg takes a peek in, see if he recognizes anything.
That's probably your cloak. Out of game, guys, you didn't exactly have a ton of stuff on you when you got captured.
Very
So-
fair.
Right.
Just saying.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, extremely fair. I'm not. He's not
Role
expecting
play
us to
purposes,
find anything.
I'm not a thief. Just role play. I'm not a thief.
Same.
I don't want to
Same.
steal anybody's personal effects.
Same.
Now,
I
if
have
you
no
guys
interest
collect
in
what's
anything.
your individual and then you grab the rest of it to take back and give back to people, that's a different story.
Yeah.
That's my intention.
I throw my cloak around my shoulders.
Yeah,
Walk back
kind of
out the
hand
room.
out personal effects.
Lorden, your purse is not in here.
Pocket my incense.
Damn it!
Lorden, no money.
These bastards will pay!
No, it doesn't look
Literally.
like they will.
They will pay. Someone has to. Don't work for free, damn it.
Well, you did this week. God, does he
All right.
run like this all the time?
Like I'm checking the. Are there drawers here?
No, they're just end tables.
I check under the bed.
Okay.
And
Just
the
to
boogity
make
man
sure.
gets you. Howie Mandel
Give
over
me a
there.
perception.
21.
Okay. So on the floor underneath the bed is some dirt, but you do notice that part of it is disturbed in one area, and you look up and you realize that there is actually a hole cut in the bottom of his mattress. Reach up in the hole and you pull out a coin purse, and then another one, then another one.
Like,
Greg
how
is-
many
Greg
do I
is
get
not-
out of that?
5.
Yeah.
Dear God, you've hit the fucking
Do I
jackpot.
recognize one of them?
Did you have your coin purse on you?
Would depend. It was at the fest. It was a. What was going on? Was it a festival going on? Anything
No,
in particular? or
just
was
a
it
normal day.
day?
Just a normal day.
I wouldn't have then, because I was probably at the at my father's bar.
Your father he owns a
the
brewery, not a
brewery.
bar.
No, I probably would have then, because I probably would have been at the bar if it was at the end of the day.
All right.
No, not to Danik. Father's Brewery is a bar.
Yeah, well, to Danig, that's true. So no, none of them are yours. But honestly, you doubt that. You're guessing there's probably some empty purses somewhere because these are far too full.
Right. Lordran!
What?
Catch.
Stop your crying.
Does it look like my coin pouch?
Does your coin pouch have a particular design that would make it recognizable?
No, but it's heavily stained black, probably.
Fair.
Yeah, you know what? They know who you are and what you do for a living, so he would be able to tell that this one is a little more soot-stained than the others, so that's the one he tosses to you. So yeah, it's probably yours, but it's you're pretty sure you didn't have this much money in it when you last saw it.
Oh, whoa.
Like, it's heavy.
There's... I open it up. Is there still my copper and like a few silver in there?
There's quite a lot of coin in there.
Is it gold?
Some of it. It's mostly copper and silver with like 2 or 3 gold pieces mixed in.
This is a lot of money. More than I had.
Well,
This
we
is
can
a
worry
lot of
about
money.
we'll worry about all it later.
I got my perfumes and incense and alchemical reagents. I rarely carry money. So
So let's, before we
My
go
equivalent.
any further, let's check them out, see if any of them have anything, like say a map or something like that. Yeah, I'll check this fellow. Everybody, grab one of the bodies, go over it, see if they've got anything useful. Bryn, if you'd stand guard, lad. Not exactly something I'd normally be particularly enthused about, but you know what? Fuck these guys.
Well, all of the cultists are wearing strange dark robes with odd markings on them. Each of them has a strange curvy dagger although the magic user seems to be better balanced. And the magic user also has a pair of scrolls on him.
Oh ho! I look at them. They are not maps, are they?
No.
I don't know what these are for.
Can I peek at him?
Mm-hmm.
Detect magic.
So they are both arcane scrolls. One of them is sleep, and the other is ghost sound.
Spell scrolls. Sleep and ghost sound. Makes sense.
Do any of the other Garys have anything other than, knives and robes?
No.
I can use those.
Knives and
Think?
robes?
No. The scrolls.
Let's go.
No,
Yeah, I'll hold on to them.
Are you taking any of the
So
other
just-
stuff other than the scrolls?
Is there at least that nicer dagger?
Okay.
Out of game, it's masterwork. I'm guessing.
Yes.
So, Justin, I meant to ask, is my shield supposed to have a damage rating? It doesn't have any damage dice.
It has
to
a
it.
D3.
Supposed to be a D3.
Yep. Plus your strength modifier.
Looks like we've cleared out this level. All right, so I guess it's back to the stairwell.
And where are you going to go from there?
onward and onward.
One level up,
Up
two
or
levels
down,
up,
I think is the question.
down.
Down. We should go down.
I hate to say it, but yes.
Okay.
I thought the question was to be or not to be.
I mean, that is a question.
Even
All right.
I'm sorry, you guys want to go down?
You descend the
Shakespeare
spiral
lied
staircase. You descend the spiral staircase. As you go farther down, it becomes musty. I need reflex saves from everyone as the stairs become slick.
I'm sorry. So we went down from our starting point,
Mm-hmm.
but we know that we were actually up at some point because of the doors. But we're going down.
I got a 21.
I got a mighty 9.
Mm-hmm.
20.
Okay. So Lorden loses his footing on the damp, slick stone steps and is starting to tumble downwards.
Oh, out! Fuck out!
If you're going to catch him, give me another save.
I'll do it.
This one will be more difficult because if you fail this one, you both go tumbling.
Maybe I won't.
Yep.
No, I won't. I'm going down.
Oh.
Damn it! I know I shouldn't. Instinct. Don't save the doofus.
If we
They
go
seem to be in a
down,
hurry.
then we go down together.
But why are we going down? Why did we decide to go down?
Somebody throw me a ping so I know where you guys are at.
Because we think that it's
They're off
likely
screen.
that. Because honestly, I'm expecting that's where that's where we're going to wind up finding the item to open the doors.
Because Lord
Well,
was the first one to suggest which word we go.
Lordran,
So instead of trying to find another route, we're just going to find the key. Okay.
Lordran, Vren, you have reached the bottom of the stairs, kind of. As you bounce around the curve and you're in water.
Somebody else hear a splash.
Yes, I think we all heard the splash.
And the owls and the thuds.
Okay. So it appears that the bottom of this place has flooded. The stairs actually continue down into the water, but Lorden, you
turns out we
take
were wrong.
Lorden takes 3 points. Vren, you take 1. And neither of you have any particular problem getting back onto semi-dry land as Lorden takes a moment to splash around before he gets his bearings.
Told you down was bad.
It's dark and damp. This is awful. What the fuck is down there?
Your mother.
That is rude. Rude thing to say.
You're right. I apologize to your mother.
Thank you.
Oh, leave Gary's mum's out this.
Which Gary?
Some unkind words. Well, he's talking about Gary. Come on now. Don't act like you don't know.
Alright, so now what?
Climb back up. It's flooded
Yeah,
down
now
there.
we gotta go up to the level above the one that we were on.
Hey, magic users, can anybody dry us off?
Yeah. No. Wait. Yeah. Actually, prestidigitation.
Mm-hmm.
Fine.
I haven't been this clean in I don't know how long.
You've never been this clean.
Probably.
I don't think I've been this clean.
I try to stay this clean.
You know, for a tanner, you always do smell of flowers and hibiscus
Yeah.
herbs. It's weird.
And
Costs a lot of
piss.
money too. Who said that?
Don't forget the piss.
Who said that? Not even man enough to answer to it, huh? That's cool.
I think I'm hearing things. Brent. No
Alright,
one
was
said
I?
anything.
so you turn to go back up
Coming.
the stairs. And I'll need reflex saves from everyone again.
10.
Damn it!
15.
Well, the good news for you, Lorden, is you hadn't made it far enough back up the steps to take any more damage, but you are once more soaked.
Dodge out of the way of him falling back on the steps. Not catching you this time.
Yeah, I rolled a 10. I rolled 10. Plus 13.
You lot really like swimming?
I'd rather not be away if I can afford it.
So Lorden manages to four-leg his way back up the stairs above the slick area.
Anybody got a bit of rope? This is getting sad.
Hold on a moment. I start using prestidigitation on the stairs.
Okay. And that cleans off the slick mildew, and thereby eliminating the need for more reflex saves.
Thank you.
Oh. Ooh.
Thank you.
You can
What's
stand
going
up
on,
now.
Gary?
That's some dignity.
Someone said you smell of piss. I walk by him.
I was gonna help you, but yeah, you know what? Stay right there.